Welcome to the Grid Foam Roller training. Today we're going to be looking at the Grid Foam Roller, how to use it, what makes it distinct from other foam rollers, and how to get the best out of it. The first thing I want to draw your attention to is the different markings or patterns on the surface of the grid. These represent different blood flow distributions that you would experience whilst performing the different releases. The first area, the broad flat surface, will give you a similar blood flow distribution to that you'd experience if the massage therapist was using the palm of their hands. These singular ridged areas that come in lines across the surface of the roller would be more akin to the blood flow distribution that you would experience from the fingers of a massage therapist. And then these small squares in the middle will give you the same pattern of pressure and therefore blood flow distribution that you would experience from an elbow or a thumb or knuckles. Now it's important to recognize that the Grid Foam Roller has a tolerance of 500 pounds, so that's just under 250 kilos. If you have any clients that are any heavier than that, it may be worth looking at the Grid X, which has a slightly higher weight tolerance, although it is a more firm foam roller. So that's worth bearing in mind as well. It's also worth bearing in mind that a lot of the foam rolling that you'll do is going to be uncomfortable to start with, and therefore it's important to make sure that whilst you can feel the pressure and you're aware of the releases taking place, it's never painful. And if you experience any sharp or stabbing pains, that's always a sign that you're doing too much and you should stop immediately. Why foam roll? One of the most common questions we get asked is, why should I foam roll? With all of the modern pressures of day-to-day life, an increasingly sedentary lifestyle, and the fact that we simply move less, our tissues gradually build up an accumulation of what we refer to as fuzz. This is simply a collagen-like substance that forms, in a similar way to cobwebs, between the fibers of our muscles. By foam rolling, what we can do is we can start to create movement between the fibers of our muscles, helping to break down that fuzz. In addition, we can increase blood flow to the area, helping to provide the muscles and the tissue of our body with all of the nutrients that allow it to recover much more effectively. Not only that, but we can increase the effectiveness of our exercise programs by foam rolling in advance, and also increasing our recovery by foam rolling directly after.